everyone. My name is John Gardner with Peters the Design Center. Welcome back. We have a great segment set up here. Just wanted to highlight an amazing item that I would consider a LVT / laminate hybrid. Isn't that what you'd call it? Or?
Yeah, it's kind of in its own category.
Okay.
You know, it's a very new way of manufacturing vinyl plank.
Terrific. Well, welcome to the show, and let's get started on this. This is a really good item. The reason why I particularly like to show it to customers or sell it is because it gives you the paw-proof scratch guarantee on it.
Right.
So that includes large dogs like Hank here. I have actually sold it to a customer of mine that had a poodle and would constantly tore up the hardwood floors. Put this in and they are thrilled. No scratches. It's been about 9 months now.
Yes.
So how long is the warranty on that scratch proof?
So on this collection, which is our high def collection, this has a 30-year scratch warranty.
Okay.
So,
what is the warranty in general? On the waterproofing, this is a waterproof product.
Correct. So it's going to have all the same attributes as a typical LVP, waterproof, scratch and scuff resistant, basically pet proof from any type of pet accidents.
And that's a limited lifetime, yes?
Correct.
Okay.
Lifetime warranty
on
all those.
In residential. Well, tell us about, we were talking earlier, this is an American-made product.
Correct.
As we know, in the flooring industry, a lot of things are shipped in, and I know the tariff is a big word these days.
Right.
So this is something that's not affected.
That's right.
And then also, we were talking about the green element, and that's also a different, in our industry, green is really not a common word, but it's really neat to see big companies like yourself that are playing a role in that.
Correct. So let me step back a second when I talk about our company, Engineered Floors. Engineered Floors was founded in 2009 by Bob Shaw. So most people probably don't know who Bob Shaw is, but in the flooring industry, Bob Shaw would be the Nick Saban of the flooring industry. He started Shaw Industries in the early 60s, built it into the largest carpet manufacturer in the world, sold it in 2000, and in 2009 he started Engineered Floors. Engineered Floors is now the second largest carpet manufacturer in the world in just a few short years. We have stepped into manufacturing LVP, and we wanted to do something that was industry changing, that would basically revolutionize the way that these type products are made. So LVP really goes back to the 70s, to the 1970s. It was developed as a upgrade for sheet vinyl. And they wanted something that was easy to take care of, like sheet vinyl was, but more durable, where you don't have the tears in the floor every time you move a refrigerator or a piece of furniture. So that's how the category grew so rapidly. So again, we make this product in Dalton, Georgia. Facility's been there for about 4 years now. And so what we do is we take digital pictures, digital scans of real wood, and we print directly to the SBC core. So that gives us a few advantages. A key advantage is the color clarity. So our product, if you think about color clarity on our product, digital print versus traditional print film, our product has 5 times the color clarity from traditional print film. So think about it like a TV, and I'm not a TV expert, but you've got an 8K TV versus a 4K TV. Our product would be an 8K TV. The difference between an 8K TV and a 4K TV is pixels. The 8K is going to have about 4 times as many pixels. So with the way we manufacture, you're going to get a much more clear, vivid, better visual on the floor. So that's one piece. So we have basically 4 kind of key things. The next is our durability, where we apply an aluminum oxide, what we call Everclear finish, to the floor. So that's going to give you your superior scratch and scuff resistance. The dimension, you could think of that as basically a 3D printer. We build the texture from the surface up. And so that is going to give you your texture. So if you put your hands on some of these are going to be smooth, but a lot of real wood is smooth. There's woods like ash and those type woods that are smooth woods, but you will feel the texture in the knot areas. So that's going to be your dimension, where basically it's a term we call EIR in Boston Register, where the texture basically follows the grain. And then last would be the design. So our product only repeats every 35 planks. Most print film products, so the majority of the industry, is going to repeat about every 6 to 8 planks. So the advantage to that is you get a much more realistic wood floor visual on the floor.
Now that's a good point you said, John, about the repeats. It is very common that every carton will have 2, 3 repeats in a carton, and
Correct.
You're just simply saying you're going to have maybe one and that's it.
Correct.
So it's going to be one every once in a while, so it's not going to be so obvious when someone walks into
Yeah,
the
I mean,
room.
you can do a good-sized room and not have a repeat.
Terrific. That's a massive advantage. Also, another advantage that we touched on a little bit is the green aspect. Going back to that, an average floor when you're making it from start to finish is, we were talking about earlier, is 250 miles. Is that correct? In your situation, you've really condensed it, so it's obviously helped the green environment, but also helps you control everything. Correct.
So yeah, and you see that a lot in our carpet manufacturing, where there are a lot of manufacturers that manufacture carpet like we do. They have, there's different stages to the manufacturing process. So they may tuft it here, finish it here. Our competitors, a roll of carpet will travel an average of 250 miles before they have a finished roll of goods. Ours will travel less than 3 miles. So, we cut down on a lot of the moving, the gas, emissions, anything like that. And another thing it does, it lowers our cost of manufacturing. We call it a 4 walls process. So basically, start to finish manufacturing is done in 4 walls.
Wow, that's terrific. Anything else we highlight on this? Because there's one more aspect we want to talk about this material, which is going to be the stair nose treads combo.
Correct.
But is there anything else before we move on to that?
Well, so just to kind of recap what we have here, in this display we have Divine and Antiquity. So Divine is going to be more of your cerused oaks, bleach pine, ash visuals, more of your modern colors, and then the Antiquity collection is going to have more of your rustic hickories, heart pines, that sort of visual. So same product, just to kind of run through some specs, it's 6.5 millimeters thick. Of course, it has your attached pad. Another key thing I didn't talk about, and I would like to bring it up, so we use a premier locking system on our product. It is called Valinge Angle, and it's the premier locking system in the industry. There's a lot of tap and lock products that you would say they're easy to install. You tap the ends, but they also come apart easy. So our product being an angle, once it's together, it's not coming apart.
And also on that situation, it's not uncommon if you buy in other locations, box stores or whatever, masses, that the locking system is brittle. It's going to be easy to break. So as people make repairs or whatever, that's where it's difficult to make that repair. And what you're saying is your repairs actually, if there is a mistake or something that has to be done, it's going to be easier to make that without much.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't run into any issues where the planks or it's where you're having any breaking due to the locking system.
Or installation is what we're talking about.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
But and touching on what you just said, there are actually grades of limestone. These products have, SPC has limestone in it. And so a lot of these low grade suppliers will use poor grades of limestone.
Sure.
We use the top quality limestone in the world. And You know, one thing with Bob Shaw, the way he's been able to build his business is he's always using top quality products, and you know, we I guess pride ourselves on honesty and integrity.
Yeah. So the limestone that you bring up, the common person's not going to understand what you just said. So you're talking about the core. That's going to be basically what's right here.
That's right.
Is the limestone. That's the core.
Correct.
So that's what you're talking
Correct.
about.
Correct.
So you buy the best quality product.
Absolutely.
And then therefore you. And
yes.
also, speaking of, is I found that your price point on this is super competitive. So
it is
not.
It is.
It gives you all these attributes, all these positives for the homeowner with the scratching and the dog and the waterproofing.
And the you know, the 35
the
unique
35,
planks.
The four key points you mentioned.
Right.
And the cost points very super competitive, even against those that aren't so strong. So I would highly recommend this product.
Yeah, it's a great product. We've had a lot of success with it.
Yeah.
Again, it's all made in the United States. We know exactly what goes in our products.
Yes.
There are tons of suppliers out there selling vinyl plank. And in the city of Houston, there are over 65 wholesale distributors of vinyl plank. I'm not talking about retailers, I'm talking about distributors. So there's tons of people you can buy inexpensive, low quality material from, but you know, what we provide is a product that's going to last and perform, and you know, people are going to be happy to have in their house.
Well, thank you so much, John, for coming and
Thank you
educating
for
us.
the opportunity, John.
Yeah, it was terrific. Very educational and impact. So thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next segment.